Hello, everyone. Welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. We're going to get right to the Lions game. And one of the issues that the Packers have had is trying to get Christian Watson open down the field. And that's been lacking. You know, they face a lot of blitzes. If they could hit one of those balls, it would change a lot for them. But they just can't seem to do it. So I wanted to take a look at two plays where they did try to get him the ball and wanted you to sort of analyze what the coverages were and where the advantages were and disadvantages. So let's take a look at what we have here. And this is your favorite formation, a 3-by-1. Which is 1, 2, 3 by 1. Yeah. Okay, how are the Lions defending
Now,
this?
the Lions are, now 8 is not in the game, it's 31.
Right.
And they're in like a 2 shell. But the thing about that is, Tom, you got the numbers to run the ball here. I mean, I understand, but see,
this is 1st and 10, by the way.
1st and 10, and then you're on like the 28 or whatever, 27, 28, and you're thinking about, okay, whatever the play's called, the elements of throwing the ball deep or being aggressive, but you want these numbers, okay, to run the ball. But forget about that. Now, first you want to know, the Lions are thinking, are they going to move anybody? So, and I'm not necessarily sure if they move on this particular.
They may have already moved.
They may have already moved.
Or they might have moved Reed. I can't remember. Yeah. They were doing this a lot and then just bringing the guy from this way. But yes. I'm not sure that they did that.
But this is something that you if you're an offense that you want, because they're on the same level.
Right.
So you can run any kind of pick plays over here, would have been perfect. You got the tight end up, either chip on this side or bring him over here and chip. And you got a true one-on-one here if you believe it's not cover 2 or cover 4.
Right.
So at this particular point, Jordan is thinking, well, you know what, they're in a maybe the coverage that I can get the ball out to him, no problem. So I'm going to, make sure I get it outside the numbers so you don't put it in harm's way.
Either this guy, well, when you look at it, okay, coverage, who's going to cover him? It's got to be him, right? There's nobody else.
Well, it could be one of the linebackers,
I suppose
too.
It could have been.
If it's a man.
If
it's a man.
Okay.
Because they could be coming, too, and then that's his guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's part of what Love has to figure out after the snap, right? Okay, is this guy going down here?
Yes.
And is this guy rotating to the middle?
Absolutely.
And how does that affect here, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we get here.
So now it's a true man-to-man, and it's a first down.
Yep. And protection is excellent.
Yeah, it's very good. So there's really no reason to rush it because you got good protection. And you got to look at, this is what Nephew basically said, I got my mind made up. I'm going to 9.
Because this guy's coming from here. And he doesn't think he's going to be able to get there in time.
Right. And so I got my mind made up because this sort of, that's what
I
you
like
want.
that one.
Because he's running, he catches it, and they're going to do some damage. Even here. Or here, again, it's first down.
Right.
But sometimes the clock in the head and the arm is like, I got my mind made up.
Yeah.
And they're in man, which he's correct about it.
And let's not forget they were down 24-6 here.
Yes.
So that's a factor too. He wants to score 5. I think there was 5:30 left or something.
And what I would tell him, well, you score on first, second, or third, it still counts as the same.
Yep.
So he got what he wants.
Right.
But in the weather.
And then
percentages.
Good coverage. I mean, when you see that guy's number like that, does that tell you as a quarterback don't throw it?
Oh, if you see his name, I'm letting it go. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the indicator.
Okay. So from that standpoint.
And really, it's by him being inside, just throw it outside so the safety won't get it.
Out here.
Yep, just throw it outside.
Back, what they call back shoulder, right?
Yes.
You guys see that? Okay.
So, the next one.
All right.
And now you're thinking, okay, the ball is in a very tight window. But see, now Watson has to judge how the trajectory of the ball is coming. Is it coming like this? Is it coming flat? Then I'll base that on how I, get my hands properly ready and everything. But Jordan threw him a ball as if he's just going to keep running and catch it.
Yeah.
He was thinking, he'll throw it a little bit short so I can elevate and catch it like a back shoulder throw.
Right.
So they're kind of in between. So it's a low percentage play, and most people don't mind wasting a down on it because you're taking a shot.
Yeah.
But again, the elements, if it's a nice day,
Right.
sunny,
it's an easier ball to
rain.
judge, too.
Yes.
I think the wind, from what we could see going in this direction, was blowing it this direction.
Yes.
But you got to know that as a receiver, too, right?
Yeah,
You have to know what the wind is.
And again, we talked about it. And then look at the time. Time is running out.
Yeah.
But again, it's still 6 points. If you get closer and closer, it's starting to put pressure on Detroit, because this is the NFL, that you can easily come back from 24-6.
They did score here, and they got the 2-point conversion.
And they got the 2-point
and
conversion.
it was 24-14.
Yes.
If they score here, they're in a better position. They got a lot more time than they had left when they scored the last one. They had to do the
But I like that they're
onside
taking
kick.
shots with 9, though. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
It's just like,
I'd like taking
when
those
are they
shots.
going to hit it, though? I mean, we haven't seen them really hit it since the Arizona game.
Yeah. They'll get back on it. But again, based on the weather and the thought process of what we're trying to do, to let people know we will throw it deep.
Okay. So this time, Watson starts over here, and it goes in Mailshin here.
Yes.
And we have two tight ends. No, one tight end, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 wide receivers. And we got both safeties here, but they got pretty crowded. They're like expecting a possible run here, aren't they?
See, the thing about it is 32 Branch is out. In 97, we knew he was out. 2 of the best players. But the discipline stayed the same. So we got to figure out, how do we create a matchup? This is what we call creating a matchup. We're going to put our fastest guy in motion where he has a running start to the goal. Here's a run. Instead of just standing here and pushing off, we got a guy, because normally 11 does, and 80 does all the moving and stuff. So the tendencies will be whenever 9 moves, they're going deep. But they didn't believe it. They was like, no, they're not going to throw it. They're trying to do something else.
Trying to get us out of here, and then they're going to run the ball with Jacobs.
Exactly. Because, again, great point. 8's in the game. Oh, yeah, we're thinking run here, boy. Yes, we're thinking run. Because, again, he was averaging almost 8 yards a carry.
And this is earlier in the game while they were still in it.
So now, oh, boy, we got what we want. So now look at that. He's like 3 yards behind. Look at here. He's open.
So what happened was they got this safety to come and fight on Dobbs' route, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure why he gave up that, do you?
Yeah, it looks like they were on a quarters, and this is his quarter, and you want him to do that. But I think in Jordan's mind, because we're going to show him too, because I think he got hit.
Yeah.
He was throwing, maybe like he was throwing to an 8, which is a post, and he was running a 9. And then he got caught up in it.
Yeah, he's got good separation. I think he saw him, and so this is still, Jordan Love is here. That's a 18, that's a 10, 20, 30, 40, 45-yard throw at least.
Yeah, he got to take some of the air out of it.
But here's what happens.
Yes.
Go ahead, you can show that.
Yeah, he just...
Jordan Morgan, the rookie guard.
Yeah, and see, there's the thing about when Josh didn't play, when 71 didn't play. Now you move 74 to center, and you create another problem. See, I'm not coaching, but what I would do is have a backup center come in for 71 and keep 74 at guard. It's just a thought process that I remember my grandmother used to say, to solve a problem, don't create one. And just that one step caused the ball to Florida and the weather and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure that they have a true backup center. I think Elton Jenkins is the closest they have. Jacob Monk, I think they view more as a guard, and he works more at
well,
guard.
it could I love Monday morning quarterback. In this case, Tuesday or Monday, it don't matter. But 50 could play center
Could have.
if you had another right tackle.
Yeah, I mean,
If
then
you
you're
had
moving
one.
guys around
Exactly.
too. And 75
Yes.
can play center, and they could have
Yes.
just kept Morgan at right guard and then
Yeah.
had Jenkins there. I mean, maybe that's what they should have done. But the one thing you know with Jenkins is they're not going to be able to attack him. He's a good player.
Yes.
Even at center, he's an outstanding player. His snaps got a little bit out of control at the end.
That could have been an issue.
But from a blocking standpoint,
Yeah.
he's totally capable of playing
Yeah.
center.
Oh, yeah. That's why I would have ran the ball more.
Yeah. But in this, Morgan had some really nice run blocks. I mean, really nice. But he gets beat, and Love gets hit, and that's going to cause your ball to hang up.
Yep. And when that happens, now you're at that panic state. You're thinking, now this guy's really at a panic state. So as a receiver,
He was beat?
Yeah. As a receiver, they teach you to go, 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 go as you're tracking the ball, because you can see the ball, he can't.
Right.
And then when you know the ball is off, just stop, and he'll run into your back, and you'll get a penalty.
Yeah.
But if you fight back and turn and fight back, and he fights back, the ref's gonna let you go at it. But he mistimed it. As the ball was coming down, he mistimed it.
Yeah, that's a thing, Watson has not perfected. And he's tall. He can jump like nobody's business.
Yes, you got all the tools.
But he misjudged the ball's back here. Now, that could have been the wind again. The wind might have carried it.
Oh, yeah.
But, you probably want to keep going, and then if you have to come back, then you come back, right? But he came back too soon.
You'll get the penalty because you got two guys looking. But he's kind of getting out of the way. But that's a receiver. Run. You got a guy beat. You're tracking the ball. He's not. Because as a defensive back, we have a panic state. In our mind, we got to catch up. We're not looking for the ball. We just want to catch up to the guy.
Yeah.
But the receiver is looking. So you get interference by going, turning, and he'll run it right into you, and then you make it a penalty.
So they
Or
have
just
to
catch
figure this out. They have to get him. Yeah. He's too important. He's too athletic. He's too
I agree.
fast that
He's a
you
weapon.
can't get him the ball, and especially deep down the field, and they haven't been able to do it. So that's something they got to work on in the bye.
Yeah.
Because he's healthy, too.
Yeah.
He has not been
and that's the good news.
Sidelined.
So long as he's healthy, they'll connect on it. Now, this one's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Because they got this short splits here.
Right.
So you're thinking, well, they're going to run the ball because they got
Montgomery in there.
And they got a tight end. It's kind of in a 2-point.
Mm-hmm.
So he can either come by both of it. He got two tight ends in at this time, but he's a
This is their
lineman.
pass receiving tight end.
Yeah, this is Laporta, but I think that's that.
That's
big
the
guy.
extra tackle.
Yeah, he's eligible though, right?
Yes, tackle eligible.
So when Hafley's thinking, okay, well, this comes in. They've shown this before. What's the best defense for that? The best defense got to cloud it, but it's a gap control defense.
Right.
But this guy's the only guy that can really hurt you deep. And you're thinking, worst case, we got a corner on a tight end.
Right.
But we should have every gap covered. And this was most concerning because you got to get 50, 6, and 7 on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And these guys have to know that there's another big guy in there in terms of their gaps. And so, you've created another gap here by adding that extra lineman in there.
Exactly.
So Quay Walker sees this and runs over and says, get over, because we got this 70 as the extra tight end.
Right.
And why is he telling everybody to come over now?
See, they seem to be off because you got a gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here. He's not a throwing that. They will throw it to him, though. So you have to pay attention to him. But if you're going to put him in this gap, then you got to stay in that A gap.
Right.
But if that doesn't happen, if you move him, we'll see the next, You got to come to this gap because that'll get you in your position if it's passed that you can get out of there and give some help in the inside.
Right.
But they seem to be kind of on the same side. This guy.
You don't
all
want
on the
these
same
two guys
side.
on the same level, right?
Yes, because
So
see, they
he's
have
got-
no help right here.
Right.
On this, no help. And look, if he run the ball, nobody
Yeah.
there.
Right.
So they're trying to fix that now.
Okay.
So the next picture I'll show you. Okay, now at this point, it's critical because he can snap the ball. Look, here, cut him off. And you can pull a guy, kick him out, and there you go.
Yep. Huge.
See, those things, you gotta fix that. And then you got this guy, I'll just try to cut him off. And the only guy that can stop it before we get to safety is 56, but there'll be a lot of trash.
But the rookie, to his credit, goes, "You're in the wrong gap.
Come over.
Get over.
Yes.
He's telling the veteran. I assume
Yes.
that he's right.
Yes.
I don't know if
Well, you will just.
I don't know if he was
Yes.
supposed to come here and Walker's supposed to be here, but boy, that would have left a big hole there.
Yes, so yeah. So what we would do, he would stay in the A gap,
Yep.
keep him in the A, and 7, come over. And that'll be your gap. But still, even still, this guy's uncovered. So if he's uncovered, he still can chip here. They can double team here, move to the next level, and he's still out the gate. So they got to figure out in their nickel is, do we need these wide 9s when a guy is not really a throwing threat? Need to bring, or you could put 45 back in here. You know, I know that's kind of messy, but I'm gonna say. Or you can stack it, bring 7 here. Yeah, oh, thank you. You can bring, 56 here, 7 here, and 45 here. And then you tell Van Ness, just play right on his inside. Because if it's an outside run, I can get
Then
there.
45 can scrape over.
Yeah, 45 can get through anything. So that would be something they can make on the sideline. Next time they give us this look, whatever the formation is, they give it to you. Okay, they got jumbo in the game. 7's in the game. Here's a report. This is the defense we're going to run. But all this is while you're doing this, Jared Goff is like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Because my coaches told me this would happen.
Alignment,
and the middle is
alignment.
going to be wide open.
And Halfley's going, alignment.
Yes,
Got to
yes.
have the right alignment. Okay. So,
Because they want to give you the illusion it's run. But guess what, Tom? It's pass.
yeah.
You only really got a 2-man route.
Yeah. Now let's
Really?
let's evaluate. Okay. So 89 is the tight end here. He's headed off here. Bullard is going into. Got to assume that that's probably
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
This guy came this way, and Keyshawn Nixon's in good position there.
Yes.
He's still in the middle, right?
Yep.
Now, I guess it comes down to these two guys. What are
Well-
their assignments? We don't know for sure.
Well,
But why is Walker looking over here? You can see his helmet's turned. You can't really, you might not be able to see it, but his helmet's
Yes.
turned that direction.
you see, here's the thing. You tell 45, it's alignment. He's not really. Just monitor him, but you can engage or you can come back. But really, when it's a pass, redirect here and redirect here, and you can redirect there. But really, they only got one guy can go deep. This is a tight end.
Right.
So they probably was thinking 21 can just lock this guy up, but he's from outside.
Yeah.
Because he's got to help deep. Or you can sell 29. You know what? We got one receiver. You don't need a lot of depth on this. You can come up here. And now you can help these guys on these dig routes and
Right.
still get back deep. If this guy run a post, you can get there.
Now, you do have Montgomery running this route right here.
Yeah, you can run a check down.
Okay, so he's
And
going
it's
to run
second
out
and 5, I
here,
think.
but
Yeah.
how does that affect, these guys still got to get depth?
Well, yes, because you want to play a deep to short. See, I'd rather give up 5 and say you get 8. That's fine.
Okay,
Ball's
first
here.
down's right here.
Yeah, say you get the first time is 8, we tackle him right there. But this is almost demoralizing. They're like laughing on the sideline. You can see what we got a tight end, Porter, who's not blistering fast, but he's
Yeah.
going to catch the ball here. See, they would have got the ball here with a check down. Just that a little bit of yardage time. It makes a big difference when the weather is so bad.
Yeah.
But these are plays that Detroit have scripted, and they have knew you're going to be in these kind of coverages.
And the bottom line here is this is good coverage, right?
Yes, because you got to be on his
Right
outside.
on his shoulder, right?
But he should have somebody right here.
But even
To
if he
help him.
doesn't, in this situation, he's tight enough to make the play. He's right there.
Yeah,
you
but
got to
see,
make that
both
play.
guys shouldn't jump up on the check down, though. Yes, he should be closer and make a play. Yes, because it's a tight end.
Yeah.
It's not a back. You run on his shoulder and go right through the ball violently and break the ball up.
Right.
There's
Just didn't
two
happen.
guys I wish I could spend some time with, 21 and 25, because I got to remind them that they're faster than anybody in the league, and they can cover anybody in the league.
Yeah.
But it's a confidence thing.
Right.
Yeah, that you can really cover anybody
Right.
and just not be happy because I did my job. I had the great leverage, you get this.
Yeah.
When you do your job, you can get to the next level. That's the difference between a good player and a great player.
Well, for all the bravado and
Yeah.
sometimes dumb things that Jair Alexander does, that confidence, supreme confidence he has, plays a huge
Facts.
role in
It
him
does.
being who he is.
It
you know.
does. Yes.
On that, we don't have it on here, but the route that Amon-Ra St. Brown beat 25,
Yeah.
he does this little stutter here,
Yes,
and
yes.
Jair Alexander would have said, go ahead, do that all day
Yes,
long. I'm
yes.
still going to be right here. I'm not stopping. And
I'm closing
gonna-
to the body. I'm playing.
Yeah,
Yes.
and for Nixon, it was a little bit of a panic. Now, it was really good throw. You can't blame Nixon. It was
a great throw.
perfect throw.
Yes.
But that's what
I
you're
think
talking about.
Great coverage beat great throws because there's no daylight.
Yeah.
Any daylight, these quarterbacks can make it work.
Yeah.
But they got to get this kind of stuff cleaned up. because
Right,
They
right.
got one deep threat guy and a tight end. They shouldn't be completing 15-yard passes.
And believe it or not, they got to get 33 back. He's
That's-
a pretty key.
To
Key
me,
guy back
that's
there.
the key to their defense. There's nickel, dime, all they do is 33. If he's not there, they're very limited.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will definitely be back after the Bears game. And hope you enjoy your bye. And
Yes.
anybody want to think before we head out?
MilwaukeeWindowGuys.com. Make sure you mention Leap so you can get your discount. Again, I want to say hi to my uncle, my favorite uncle, Charles. And again, we wish everybody to have a great time. And please, I hope you have voted. But I also say character means everything. Go Pack.
All right, and we will see you after the bye.
Yes. Bye.
Have a nice weekend. Or have a good Sunday.
Just say bye, man.
Bye.